Alright, so first accusation would be some people don't think I was supposed to be in Europe. Well, unfortunately, Homeland Security is who authorized all of that in the end, since Becky Johnson was under investigation and they found it quite interesting what she did. I reported to Homeland Security after what happened in California in 2011. I know exactly what the hell she did. So, everything was lawful. There was even speculation that the passport was fake. No, the government changed the name. I'm avoiding my abusers is the only thing I'm hiding from. And that's exactly why I've been that extreme about it. I'm like, I want a protection order against these people, and there should have already been one since high school. I mean, it's like someone must have misled some people, seriously. You know, that's what the documentation was all about. Confirmation from the government. It'll just take time to get it all back. Fucking told you the fucking wallet was stolen, everything. Come on, ended up showing up in California. Or was it just another copy of the real ID? Was it a real ID? Because that was stolen and then given back to me by Adam Taylor. Like, this is insane. People are ignoring it in the evidence and direct testimony because of a little thing called 5150. Now, here's the thing. You go up into Michigan, you say someone's suicidal, they'll instantly take them in for a fucking mental review. Instantly. It doesn't matter. That is Michigan state law. So go ahead. You want to ride up to Michigan with me and I'll just say you're suicidal? So I put you in a hospital? So I can't testify against you leading an insurrection into a freaking tax write-off bank building in Santa Cruz, California? When I tell you it was already a legal matter from high school? Okay, Johnson, you're going to prison. So in the meantime, my family up in Michigan don't fucking realize that they've been under investigation since high school. Meanwhile, since I don't have any habits, I have plenty of money and I don't give a shit. That's like invoking an international temporary soft diplomatic community. It's very easy. Nostrovia and salute. So another accusation is not supposed to be in Europe. I wonder who thinks that. Because I've only got the list of information breaches. So that means any people that directly looked into the information that they were told directly not to because the information and background checks even right now are compromised. 100% breached, even medical records. It's already been investigated and confirmed by the government. So get over it. I'm miles ahead of you. It's like it's literally like that Eminem song. They must be stuck in 2004. Because that's how old the information that I've been running into that people think they know about me. Now I got my YouTube video going. And I'll just use, that age-old psychological and information warfare tactic as I've been sharing here on my YouTube, a few of them. A lot of these tactics came from being abused, psychologically and physically, and sexually. And talking to doctors along the way and counselors along the way, frankly. So, my adult life, freedom was gained seriously from those fucking tyrants. I'm not a drug addict. Would you like to be interviewed on the record? I have a YouTube video going right now. I could talk into a satellite dish right now, like one for TV, and it would match nearly the same frequency that you're barking at me with. And how is that not verbal assault? And I can hear it from here, and so can my freaking Google transcribe won't even work because it can hear you. That Google Translator doesn't work. So, and the local authorities already informed me it's a speaker. Poverty propaganda speaker. So, go into either special interest groups, social justice warriors, or Johnson's people in connection, since she's got quite the influence. I was just doing a tactical review this morning before I made this video. My coffee here, and it reeks of the Santa Cruz punk, wingnut punk attitude. They're like the kind of people that kick homeless people. I have no cultural ties to Santa Cruz whatsoever. I went to kindergarten there. I see it. Actually, I went to kindergarten in Modesto, not Santa Cruz, actually. Yeah. So even that is correct. Yeah. It was Modesto, California. I went to kindergarten. Yeah. And it's like I don't have a weapon, but that's like these people thought I was whacking off in Santa Cruz. I'm sitting there playing guitar instead. Or I had my phone in my lap. Or I was writing in my notebook. People got some dirty minds. It's like people were freaking out every time I was stretching. That was weird people, man. They're fighting. I told a doctor about it one time. I'm like I said, I'm tactical review on this. I'm reviewing these tactics and that have been used against me, reverse engineering them, and then finding ways to trigger their tactics, to expose them, and then contain, quarantine, and detain at that point. Not monetized, but you'll be surprised who's watching. It's not about subscribers in this case. I originally started it as Reality Check Live for this very reason. Because in the end, I summarize all of this stuff, even with the tactical review. Even when I have to correct people, look, I'm not a drunk. I'm not a drug user. I'm a medical marijuana caregiver. My YouTubers know this already. I'd have to, just for the fuck's sake of it, maybe I should actually get drunk instead of playing fake drunk on YouTube. Just to go, here, now I'm shit-faced, deal with it, fuck it. I'm about to have to. Like I said, I played the fake junkie. I played a fake, and it was to raise awareness, not to mock. In fact, I've even been doing addictive medicine studies on top of it, all of it. Addictive, psychological, and traumatic response. I'm creating a spectrum of, well, how would I title that? Codify it, rather. Drug use and why. Why you use it. Well, why do you eat chocolate like that? I mean, I don't know. I can break down the psychology of how some kids are conditioned and trained for happiness addiction. They tickle them. That's how it starts. That's how it starts. And that's what they were doing the poor, what was his name? Chelsea there. They were like tickling her to death. The boys were. Like some crazy twisted shit going on, man. I don't know. Why do you think I demanded witness protections? No, I felt like her guard dog, thank you. Just a subtle SOS signal coming off of her aura, you know, for lack of better terms. Just a hint of something wrong, in other words. That's why I'm like, I've done nothing but be a participating member of community structure, hell, even economics on it too. I want to shop more local, but you know, why don't they have collars? Yeah, they had the perfect collars, and I'm trying to find the perfect collars again. Okay, I'm being finicky about it. They were like the little old stretchy cord, like the phone cords, the old little curly, and they look good. They're perfect little, perfect fleet. Yeah, I can get them fleet collars and stuff. Hell, I've even been using a bit of tobacco and the dang cayenne and all that combination to even treat the spots I'm at. Usually the fleas are running from us at this point. Unless we get to a new spot and I haven't treated it. That natural pest extermination was not a cliche. That was actually what do they call it? A roach exterminator, curbside service. I hold Celia Cod Holden. All natural pest extermination. The side hustle. In fact, my cats were all trained mousers right now. You know that? They're trained to go in and kill everything. That's why I'm really teed off. It's like, no, I only got a 2-chick team right now instead of a 5. Yep, see. Full house, you know. Yeah, boss boy. I hope you found a good get home. After all, my will was for it to happen the old-fashioned way, where cats choose their owners. Fortunately, I had a couple owners try to choose them. Eh, 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 eh. And it's donation based, and they thought it was free kittens. No, it was. There's a cost, even if it's not monetary, even if it's not a tangible cost. There's a tangible cost. Let's put it that way. It will manifest in some languages, but I think manifest is misleading. It will reduce into its lowest state of least the domination of particulates into the very fermentation of physiology would be far more constrictive than someone's deviationary consolidation of paraphrase nation. I don't know. I'm not responsible for your interpretation. What am I on? I'm not on your nest. What is your problem? Dude, you're gonna find out what I got a problem with. My spit's gonna wreck you. Sorry, I just had a black and white bee try to attack out of nowhere. I just about spit all on my screen here. Son of a bitch. That was half as bad as you know what it is. Just a few nights ago, the last accusation happened that I'm going to allow to happen. And the way I said it is, now I'm going to take it as harassment. That'd be an advanced sobriety test if you ask me. But anyway, one moment here. I don't want to waste anything, and I just smoke tobacco at this point, since my seizures are doing all right. And how I stood at the landscape, I've got like 3 different prototype measuring devices for seizures already tested and on the channel, by the way, to a degree. It's just hard for me to do that many things at once. Now it's like I need one more extra phone. Yeah. Which one are you? Where's your tail? That's Mayfawn. Yeah. I can tell almost by their tails, but their tails are almost identical. Mayfawn and Runt were the twins on the lower bracket. So it was Roadkill and Runt, believe it or not. Yeah, Road Trip and Roadkill, actually. Road Trip and Roadkill. Cause poor Runt. Okay, she made it. She's cool. But that was her name. She was the Runt. She was my baby. My baby. You know, Cooper went over to his mother. Brutus pretty much was starting to grow his own. like my boss boy should. And Krutsky, Ghost Girl, why the GG is, she chose Gizmo, the one that's up here watching the cart, as she would. Right now, and Brute and Cooper are fraternal twins, you know, whatever it's called. One's long hair, one's short. And as Gizmo is, I had to actually cut the umbilical. After about 20 minutes of waiting to see if she could do anything, and then going back and forth into the house for hot water and everything to keep everything clean, I had to be a midwife for my cat Luna. She was freaking out at that point. She, I don't know what to do. How to help me? Was the look on her, and what she sounded. She's vocal. I wish I had her freak out eyes on. I think a few little glimpses might have caught it on camera, but her freak out eyes are almost too cute to bear. But poor thing, she's got that tortoiseshell response to things. She'd go almost into permanent freak out. She didn't even recognize me when I got over there. And it might take almost a combination of me and grandma. Her grandma. She has a grandma. human type. She has grown. It might take both of us to get her and our friend over there. They're looking out for her. I left an escape pod there. I got my taxi back. Kid looked out for us there at the Manhattan Library. Real lifesaver, kid was. Before that, I was having to have like 9,000 arms holding the, like, back in the cart, crossing the damn street, grabbing kittens as they're half freaking out for the first time crossing a road in a cart. They would have crossed that road on foot like nothing, but exactly what they were about to try to do. Instead, I'm like, no, back in the cart, back in the cart, back in the cart. Just 3 of them at that point. The other 2 found good homes, by the way. And Brutus is MIA, and I hope he found a good home the old-fashioned way. Anyway, Auntie G is all the way up there on Grange. She's probably killing everything. I just hope she's doing alright. You know, when it comes to being a father, or even like, well, Pat's father to that degree, want to call it that, but a father in any degree, even in my, well, for my book, I'll just speak for my book. Fuck consolidations. For my book, if my children can't survive without me, I'm a fucking failure as a father. Oh, now I know why the bee was coming out. It was thirsty. I guess the bee needed some antispasmodics. I wonder what alcohol does to bees. Or hops. Even. Intriguing, that is. Anyway, side note, scientific experiment for later. Meanwhile, I'm gonna sit here with tobacco. Shit. I think that's about it. We're at 22 minutes. I've touched base on every subject matter. Basically, the lowdown. It's a lowdown video. That's the basic lowdown. And I got one remake. It was actually take 3 on this. So, anyway, I think that's covering all the basics.